Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth, and today what I wanted to share with you was a book review. I've been trying to do a little bit of reading since I recently graduated college. Able to finish one book in particular that I'm so excited about sharing with you, and that would be this book. This is Elizabeth Gilbert's Committed, and the little subtitle says, A Skeptic Makes Peace with Marriage. Before we get started, I want to share this with you guys. So I got this shirt today, okay? And it's like a t-shirt, this shirt, this grayish one, it's so hot here, oh my gosh, sorry. But I got this shirt, okay? It's this grayish shirt, can you see this shirt? And it had little, sexy, it had little fluttery sleeves. And I didn't like the flutter sleeves because I hate fluttery anything. It just looked stupid on me. So what I did, super crafty self, I'm like, I'm gonna cut the sleeves off. And I did. Cut off the little flutter sleeves. And so now it's like a tank top, and it looks like a real shirt now that I would wear. So I cut the sleeves off, and this is what the sleeves look like off. Little fluttery sleeve. So it was like this. It was like, ooh, it's a flutter. And that's, yeah, I don't like the flutter sleeves. I said, no. So I cut them off, and this is what the sleeve looked like. I have two of these. So what did I do? I said, you know what? I can make these little flutter sleeves even better. So what did I do? Made it into a headband. And I don't know if the headband look is working for me or not, but I have to say that was a really good idea on my part. I may not have a job right now, but I'm not stupid, okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. So, anyway, what are we talking about? Book. Yes, which book we're talking about? We're talking about Committed. This book right here. This book is by Elizabeth Gilbert. Oh man, it is hot. It's very hot. You might even hear the fan running right now. We don't have the air conditioning on, which I don't want to talk about it, but we don't. And it's like 85 degrees right now, and it just rained, so it's really super muggy. So all this glistening is for you guys, not because I'm a vampire and I sparkle. It's sweat. So I have a little fan on, and you might be able to hear that in the background right now. And I also have the window open, so if you hear birds chirping in the background, that's what nature sounds like. Try it. So, besides it being super hot and I'm sweating, I'm also very excited because I love this book. This book is phenomenal. Love it. This is the sequel to Elizabeth Gilbert's first book, Eat, Pray, Love, which was also made into a movie starring. You don't want a movie that's stooling. That's what they call a crappy movie. But it was starring Julia Roberts, I think, and it kind of followed her journey right after her divorce, long time divorce, and it talked about how tough it was on her and how she tried to find herself spiritually. She went to 3 different countries and traveled around, and eventually found a new man, this really hot guy from Bali or something. No, from Brazil. This really hot Brazilian dude. Met him in Bali, I think. Brazilian dude. Met this hot Brazilian dude. And so this is what happens after that. Okay, so divorced lady finds hot Brazilian guy. What happens? We all want to know, right? We're like, oh, I can only imagine. Well, that's what happens in this book. It turns out that she is a skeptic of marriage herself since she ended her first marriage in divorce. So she's kind of like, I don't want to get married. I don't feel good about it. It's not for me. It's for other people, and that's great. Which I can respect that opinion of hers. But she just was totally not into it. Not feeling it. Was never going to remarry. In this book, she ends up having to remarry. She has to remarry this guy because he, you know, weird passport government things, but he can't come back into the country, so she has to marry him, or else he's not going to come back to America, like, ever. So it's about her, chronicles her doing research, and she travels a little bit in this one too. So if you like traveling books, not the Traveling Pants series, but other traveling books that are really about travel, you definitely would be interested in this one. This series, I guess, the first and second book were actually both the first and the second book, Eat, Pray, Love, and this one, Committed, were recommended to me by my friend Stephanie. So thank you, Stephanie. Great pick on this one. Eat, Pray, Love was okay. I would maybe, I don't know, I would give that one maybe like a 3 out of 5 stars. This one is this is like 5 out of 5. If you are interested in getting married, if you're skeptical of getting married, if you have no idea what the expectations or historical culture references of marriage are, or if you're not sure what the consequences of marriage are, this is the book for you. If you're a person like me who is often skeptical of marriage and is skeptical of the roles within marriage, this is a good book for you too. So on either side of the spectrum, she gives the pros and the cons of marriage, and she kind of formulates her own opinion, which is somewhere in between, which was really interesting for me. So that being said, if you like travel series, introspective kind of journeyed self-discovery novels, if you like marriage or dislike marriage, this is probably a pretty good book for you to try out. It is a nonfiction book. I would recommend it to somebody, pretty much anyone. I think it would be a good book for men and women, young and old. There's a couple swear words and talks about sex like a wee little bit, so maybe not for the wee children. Like, I don't know if I'd give that to my 8-year-old, but I would definitely recommend it to young adults and teenagers. So yeah, overall it was a really good book. Great pick. Thank you very much, Stephanie. I would recommend it to you folks to try it out. Also, I got a blood test done the other day, and you know how they put like a little piece of gauze in your arm and they, well, you have to rip it off, but anyway, they put a little piece of gauze in your arm when you get blood work done or blood drawn. So I had the tape on my elbow pit, and my sister walks in and she says, "Oh, let me help you take that tape off," and just rips it off, and it's like all red now. It's like blood underneath the skin, and it hurts. And Anna, that was not very nice. I just want to say that. But that's what I did this weekend. Got blood work done, and then had my sister rip all the hair out of my elbow pit. And then I fixed the shirt, which I think looks a lot better. So if you have a fluttery sleeve shirt, then you can do the same thing. I'm sure it would work on like any t-shirt as well. Like if you just cut off the sleeves and then made the little sleeve into a headband or some other thing. I thought it was a pretty good idea. I felt really smart and accomplished for doing that. So, okay, well, anyway, recap, awesome book, made a new shirt, got a new headband, had all of my elbow pit hair removed. So, overall, not a bad weekend. I'll see you guys later. Be safe and make smart decisions.